Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. There's at King of the Pit TV signing in once again at Des Rocksteady on Instagram. Let's talk music. I'm going to listen to the entire record, Master of Reality by Sabbath. Never heard any of these tunes on this record. Never heard this record whatsoever. We're going to jump straight in and I'm going to see what I'm thinking, alright? Without further ado, let's have a little deek as to what's going on. We got a little short one here entitled Chapters. Surely an intro. Let's get it on. Alright. Alright now. I swear I've heard this riff. Yo, Beastie Boys sampled this. Beastie Boys sampled this riff. Alright, this is Sweet Leaf, everyone. I think I know what the Sweet Leaf is. I'm jamming. Come on. You introduced me to my mind. This guy's a pothead, mate. Oh, does anybody know what Beastie Boys tune this was sampled on? Let me know down below. Cute little bass fill. Doo-doo-doo. Come on, people. It's the weekend. What's that guitar doing on top of that? That can't just be an octave, because that's still pretty heavy. Oh, I don't know what that harmony's saying. Is it a third or something? Oh, it's just a very menacing tempo and groove. It's not like I got crumbs on me, I think. Sorry about that, I'm a little bit dishevelled today. Sweet Leaf, Black Sabbath. So far so good. I don't know if I'm liking the riff because the riff is a classic, or if I'm liking the riff because I've heard it from a Beastie Boys tune, which may be on the record Ill Communication. Now this is turning into a Beastie Boys review. Come on. A little trill. The drums are just driving forward. Just keeping that motion straight ahead, straight foot tapping, nothing too flamboyant, no fills all over the shop, no virtuoso garbage, just a quality riff, letting the frontman do his thing, spit a few lines. Bassist is jamming out, little bit of fuzz on there, and the drummer is driving along. Come on, Sweet Leaf. Where are we going? Modulation. This has got to be a guitar solo. This has got to be a guitar solo. Yo, I listened to the self-titled. I think the self-titled came before this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I listened to Black Sabbath, yeah? Dude, this tune is a banger. The production value, and it sounds like the songwriting is so much better. Please correct me if Black Sabbath self-titled came after Master of Reality. But so far, this, just based on this one tune, this is so good. Yes, now people, come on. Proper air guitar music. You gave to me a new belief. Is that what it's saying? New belief, the sweetest leaf. In my nose and on my teeth. I'm feeling good, just like I should. With my new belief, the sweetest leaf. Black Sabbath, King of the Pit TV. Come on, everyone. Baby! Come on. Tight, cozy drum fill. Come on now! Oh, this is just the pause for the people who got annoyed at me pausing too much in previous videos. Come on! Oh, there's plenty of oh yeahs. That's what I like to hear. Sounds like bloody Cro-Mags. Oh yeah! Come on, James Hetfield. Come on, Ozzy. What we got next? After Forever. Right. That was quality. This next tune is entitled After Forever. Okay? Never heard this tune before in my life. I'm looking forward to getting stuck in. Des at King of the Pit TV. Black Sabbath, Master of Reality, the full album. At Des Rocksteady on Instagram. Let's get stuck in, people. Come on. Might have a little sip of my water. Aqua Roma still flavoured. Sounds like I'm being abducted by aliens, this intro. Come on. Quite an upbeat number. Yo, they've upgraded the riff game since the self-titled. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, this record is good. This record, 2 tunes, it's good. Oh, this riff sounds like a daytime television program intro. If you're outside of England, I don't think you'll know what a soap is, but it's like a television drama that airs during the daytime. Okay, and this is a textbook intro for one of them programs. And if you're not from England, yeah, and you want a bit of entertainment, search Jeremy Kyle on YouTube, yeah. Trust me, Jeremy Kyle, see the best of Britain on there. Get your cowboy boots on, we're off for a line dance, people. Oh, have you heard how heavy that bass guitar just got then? Some aggressive twang on that. Ozzy's basically rapping at this point. Not really any commentation at this point, as we've just sort of been cycling around the same riffs. Not gonna lie, this riff in particular to me has gotten a little bit old at this point, a little bit stale. Alright. Now I can't fault Sabbath, yeah, but when you listen to radio pop songs, yeah, or like pop structured songwriting in general, and you'll see that the sections will go, you know, brief introduction, maybe about 4 or 8 bars. Then you've got the verse, right, which I would call this a verse section. So you got that idea, the verse, yeah, with the vocal melody and the rhythm on the instrumentals, you know, or the riff of the instrumental. From there, you might have a pre-chorus, if not just straight to the chorus. From there, you'll also have an intro, so to speak, but we call it a turnaround section, okay? Just 4 bars after the chorus before going back into the verse, right? So you've got 2 verses now, yeah? Then you have maybe a pre-chorus into the chorus once again. So you've now had 2 pre-choruses and 2 chorus sections, okay? As well as 2 verses. Now after the chorus, you don't go into another verse. You do what's called a bridge section, alright? And the idea of the bridge section is to completely just throw a different element in there, switch it up completely, a different idea, perhaps a change of key, perhaps a change of tempo, and then you finish off on a 3rd chorus. Alright, now the idea of going into that bridge is that you want to break that pattern of 3 with the verse, okay? Because not only will it get boring, the idea of 3 choruses is that's the hook, and that's what you're going to be using to really dial in the memory of your audience. Given that you do a good job, you want it to be catchy and memorable. And of course, we all know about earworms and how when something's repetitive enough, it just gets stuck in our head, whether we like it or not. All right, that's the idea of having 3 in a row with the chorus. But when it comes to the verse, yeah, you only want it twice around, and that, psychologically speaking, right, we think, all right, we've heard 2, so we're going to be awaiting a 3rd. All right, we're going to be awaiting a pattern to emerge. So when you take that 3rd out and replace it with something completely different, it becomes so new and it wakes us back up and suddenly we're paying attention to the song again. But if we go into a third verse, it's going to bore us. We've heard it all before. What's new? Okay, even if it's a 3-minute song, we need to know what's new. All right. So this, as of so far, if we were to say, oh, pop songwriting and all, oh, but it's not Taylor Swift and that, I understand it's not the greatest sort of application, but long story short, I'm kind of bored of this riff right now because I wish they would have done something different and verged into something else. All right, I've heard this idea 3 times over now. Quite a proggy section. I was gonna say, and I'm low-key hoping there's not a guitar solo in every single one of these tracks. See, all of this bit, I'm going to be honest with you, it just seems like really fluffy to me. I know I don't want to talk down on the godfathers of what we know of most guitar music, but I don't need to hear these 2 riffs anymore. The television program intro and this riff, I don't want to hear it anymore. I would have just cut the end of this song off and moved on to the next one, get some new ideas flowing. Which, if you're a musician, I guess it goes to show you don't have to be amazing and appeal to everyone, because this tune doesn't appeal to me. It did initially, but at this point I think I don't want to listen to this again. It just drags on for me. And Black Sabbath are Black Sabbath, of course, so if you're in a band, do your best effort. You don't have to aim for being, you know what I mean, the most technically viable and perfect act. You just need to keep the movements going, be in the right place at the right time, obviously, and go out and network and do your thing, and you might end up like this band. Good background music, this tune. Cool. I think we got like a bridging section coming up entitled Embryo, judging by the length of it. Them guitars are out of tune. Sounds like some very old traditional music. That high register, that string or 2 is out of key, but it doesn't matter. I'm not judging it. I'm just making a statement. Cool. Right, and that was that tune. That was entitled After Forever. It was alright. As I said, it wasn't my favourite tune I've heard so far. When we kicked into it, I thought, yes, we're getting onto something here, because after listening to the self-titled record, I thought a lot of it was just a bit too jammy. It seemed as if they had a few good ideas and then just filled the gaps with like just extended like solo sections, which didn't please me, To be honest, it would have if I was younger, but now I just want to hear substance, and if it doesn't need to be there, I don't like to hear it. So, you know, to me, going through them two riffs, them reoccurring riffs, I think it was drilled a little bit too much. Wasn't too fussed about that, but it was good. Obviously, I don't mind it. I think the production's good. I think the vocal line is good, and so far so good. So that's it. We're gonna move on to the next track. If you want me to, check out anything in particular, leave a comment down below, people. King of the Pit TV, Des. We're moving on to a track I've never heard before, Children of the Grave by Black Sabbath, off of the record Master of Reality. As you know, we're listening to the whole thing. Let's get straight onto it. Master of Reality at Des Rocksteady on Instagram, King of the Pit TV. I'm going to go back on that, don't worry. Very smooth, gradual build up. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some triplets in there. Very heavy metal. Verging on Maiden-esque. Who does this sound like? It sounds like Blondie, doesn't it? Call Me. Sounds like Call Me, bro. Yo, this is heavy metal, though. Do you know when they say that Black Sabbath started heavy metal? This is textbook heavy metal, isn't it? Yo, this is headbanging in the 70s right here. Cover me with kisses, baby. Cover me with rain. The unison bends are nice. I wonder if they did an extra track or if that was all in the rhythm. Or however it goes. Or if they edited that on the top. The drums are confusing me a little bit. I can't make out what the drummer's doing. It's like was Call Me by Blondie heavily inspired by this? This is a menacing riff. This is verging on a mosh section right here. Side to side, front to back, off of the stage, get the merch desk. Everyone's a target. Come on, Black Sabbath, Children of the Grave, King of the Pit TV. Them drums sound so trippy. I have no idea what is going on with that kit. Spooky feedback. I'm quite scared. Sounds like echoes, Pink Floyd. Whale noises. Is this the end of the tune? Is this a bridge? What's going on? Alright. Cute little soundscape. So that was Children of the Grave from the record Master of Reality. It was a headbanger. That might be the best tune on the record so far. I can definitely see that is the epitome. That is pure heavy metal. That is just headbang central. I wonder if anybody was proper headbanging back then. I know it sort of like went a bit mad in the 80s with thrash metal and all of this, but were some of these hippies in the early 70s who liked a little bit of an head bop verging it into a full-on headbang? I'd be surprised if not. That was Sabbath with the record Children of the Grave. Jeez! Also known as Blondie, Call Me. Ozzy, Blondie need to do a duet and do a mashup on this tune. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, now, without further ado, let's get on to this track. What have we got next, people? I can't even see what we've got next. Orchid. Alright, and it goes on for a minute, so we know it's not an interlude. Even if it is an interlude, we'll hang on until the tune after, okay? So, never listened to this before, obviously. Listening through to Master of Reality, you know who it is. Des, at King of the Pit, at Des Rocksteady. Let's talk music. Let's get straight into it. This is Orchid. I don't know how it's pronounced. I apologised. Also quite a good screamo band. Let's get into it. A little bit of twinkly acoustic. Steel strings, I don't think that's nylon. Very peaceful. Almost sending me into a trance. Plenty of room to think. This is one for the guitarists learning this one. How did metal, or the origins of metal, go from this to overly distorted noise and no sense of dynamic whatsoever? So I'm gonna go as far as saying, no disrespect, but this must be quite a large scale bridge, like an acoustic interlude in basically in the middle of the record. Slowing down a bit, here we go. This tune is entitled Lord of This World. Jeez, that's a hard title. Lord of this world. Come on now. There's King of the Pit TV signing in. Let's get into it. Lord of this world, master of reality. Just crushingly heavy. Drum fill's gone crazy. That section, the do do do, woo.
You're searching for your mind, don't know where to start. Can't find the key to fit the lock on your heart. You think you know, but you are never quite sure. Your soul is ill, but you will not find a cure.
Your soul is ill, but you can't find a cure. I think that was the lyric. Here it comes, wait for it.
Your world was made for you by someone above, but you choose evil ways instead.
Yo, this is a tune you put on in the car whilst just going for a drive, man, and you just feel cool as hell. Dude, I need a pair of shades to be listening to this tune. This is just the stone cold killer of a cool as hell track.
You made me master of the world where you exist. The soul I took from you was not even this.
Question for everyone. Was and is Ozzy Osbourne a good singer? Is he a good singer? What do you think? Yo, it's that same War Pigs guitar solo-esque riff that comes in so regular. Yo, I swear War Pigs was like the peak of everything that was Sabbath. Purely is. You hear bits of War Pigs in so many Black Sabbath tunes. Yes, now, my last recording just cut out, but I'm back. Lord of this world, let's continue on, people. Plenty of guitar solos going on there, multi-tracked. I don't know if anyone's hit the studio up before, but when you first start doing guitars, especially if you start like when you're a teenager and whatnot, going to the studio and stuff, dude, I think every lead guitarist wants to multi-track them guitar solos and just have about 15 solos popping off at the same time. I know that was me. Ooh. Sabbath always execute very well and sort of have a thing with, they'd have a proper riff and then they'll have like a bridging section before they come back into the riff and it'll be like dun dun dun, or like do 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 do, a section where they'll play a few power chords but they'll let it breathe in between. There's actually more space in the riff, there's more silence than there is audio, alright, such as this riff. drum fill going crazy. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.
Think you're innocent, you've nothing
See
to
ya.
fear. You don't know me, you say, but isn't it clear? You turn to me, all your
Yo, I bet the devil is riffing this stuff. Just blasting this in hell for a minute. Just like, yes, come on, Ozzy. Sing the good word. Come on. Because this is a devilish riff right here. This is mischievous. This is a very cunning riff. It's not in your face evil. It's just a very mischievous, with an air of bad behaviour. Definitely a badly behaved riff.
lovely greed and pride. But will you turn to me when it's your turn to die? Yeah.
Come on. Where's that double? There it is. There's that War Pigs bit. It changes here, but it goes down, 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 doo, 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 diddle, diddle, doo, diddle, doo, diddle, doo. That's in the actual War Pigs tune, innit? But it don't go that far this time. The drummer is being very tasty in this tune in particular. Come on, people. That was Lord of This World by Sabbath off of the record Master of Reality. What did I think? I thought there was some tasty riffs in there. I enjoyed that. The title of the track is one of the hardest titles I've ever heard. Lord of This World. Jeez. Jeez. That's one of the tunes the devil's got playing on his playlist. I'm telling you, I already know. I already know. That was decent. Drum fills in particular. I like the bit where it was like, I don't know what he was playing on. Normally it's a bell to get that high pitched tone, but it didn't sound like a bell, so I don't really know what he's playing on. But regardless, we're going to move on, continue listening to this whole record. Peace. This next tune is entitled Solitude. Is it another bridge? I do not think it is. So, without further ado, you're listening to Des at King of the Pit TV, at Des Rocksteady on Instagram. Let's talk music. Never heard this before. This tune is entitled Solitude off of Master of Reality. Let's get stuck in, people. Like a bit of a lullaby tune. Bass guitars joined up with the guitars on this little medley. I think the bassist is called Geezer Butler and the guitarist is Tony Iommi. Correct me if I'm wrong. Start of it sounds a little bit like the melody the Ice Cream Van plays when he comes about. Verging on traditional folk music.
My future is shrouded in dark wilderness. Sunshine is far away, clouds linger on. Everything I possess, now they are gone. They are gone. They are gone.
Different vocal style. Is this Ozzy or is this another member of the band? Because it doesn't sound like Ozzy Osbourne. That's not Ozzy, is it? Little bells ringing in the background there. They're getting quite inventive, seeing what they've got knocking about. Either that or they've brought a milk cow into the studio, into recording room. Anybody ever milked a cow? Comments down below.
Oh, where can I go to and what can I do? Nothing can please me, only thoughts of
Is there a little bit of woodwind that comes in every once in a while? What is that?
you. Just
It's not a flute, that is it?
want you to stay. I've not stopped crying since you went away.
Since you went away. Come on. Yo, why is Sabbath trying to be Opeth though? That's what I want to know. Why are you trying to be like Opeth? Opeth with a milk cow. Opeth on the farm. That'd be a good record.
The world is a lonely place. You're on your own. Guess I will go home, sit down alone. Crying and thinking is all that I do.
Crying and what?
And thinking is all that I do.
The guitar is very repetitive and sort of puts you in a meditative, if not like a hypnotic trance-like state. The bass guitar is pretty cool, has a nice little idea. I don't know who's fucking jamming away on the woodwind instrument as the cow brushes along the microphone. You know what I mean, yeah? They can have bells on their neck, can't they? Don't get me excited talking about cows. Boing, boing. Come on. After this tune, I'm expecting the best riff I've ever heard in my entire life. This has got to be going somewhere. Obviously not on this tune, but the track that follows. Little faint jingling, jangling as you depart with the fade out. That was Solitude from the record Master of Reality by Black Sabbath. That was the first time I've ever heard that. It was pretty cool. It was like a little bedtime melody. It was like a little lullaby of a song. Definitely very meditative in contrast to the distorted riffs we have been hearing from the start of this record. It was a nice change. I don't think that was Ozzy Osbourne singing. If it was, I'm quite surprised because his vocal tone changed a lot from his like more powerful vocals. It was enjoyable. It's not what I expected to be hearing today listening to this Black Sabbath record, but I can appreciate it. And that's it. So let's move on to the next track, yeah? So next we've got Into the Void, which sounds hard. Yes! There's King of the Pit TV. Watcha! You know who it is? Master of Reality. Never heard this tune before, yeah? This is entitled Into the Void off of Master of Reality. We're listening to the full record. King of the Pit TV at Des Rocksteady on Instagram. Let's talk music. Let's get into it. Come on. Woo! Oh, this is heavy. This is heavy. Come on. Yo, I'd like to be the bassist playing this riff. I bet does the bassist play fingerstyle or with a pick? Because I always thought it sounded like you play with a pick in the self-titled record. Drummer doesn't have a great job during this. There's not too much going on with the drums. That was one of the best riffs I've heard so far from Sabbath. Yo, I can't even set this riff into like some sort of scene. I can't picture any imagery with this riff. This riff is just pure heavy riffage. Like there is no imagery what goes on. If you can see something in your mind to accompany this riff, like a scene of some sorts, be it a movie scene or a bit of scenery or just anything, let me know in the comments what you see to this riff, because I just hear the audio. I just hear the riff. I cannot picture anything other than the crushing heaviness. Bruh, this is a quality riff. My favourite bit is the come on. Oh! Right, let it be known, yeah, in this record, Into the Void, Sweet Leaf, Children of the Grave, they've been the best tunes. Quality. Woo! Yo, you see how it goes, little thin, boom, 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 and then the power chord comes in and it's heavy. Listen. Come on. Where are we going? Is it going to be the intro riff again? Are we going to kick into the heavy? Yo, we got a third riff. Sabbath don't tend to be doing this. Yo, it's a skinhead stomp. Oi, oi. Oi, 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 oi. Come on. Circle pit. Yo, where the punk's at, mate. Little slam dance section for you. This might be one of the more varied Sabbath songs I've heard so far. Come on, people. Bounce your basketball to this one. We know where this is going. I'll tell you what, these guys are grooving as far as the timing goes. They're never on the exact point. They're always working with each other. It doesn't sound like a strict metronome job. It just sounds like a complete... The band is just in harmony with each other. The band is just a great band who knows how to work with each other. That drummer is working with whomever he's working with, and he can just form that just airtight seal of groove. Definitely. What I just said may or may not make sense. I'll let you project your own bloody ideas onto that. Yo, that's another War Pigs ripoff, dude. Tony Iommi, when he does his lead guitar bits, I'll be honest with you, he's not very inventive. He doesn't have much of a broad palette, you know what I mean? He's working within the same patterns very, 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 very regular, which creates the overall brand and tone of Black Sabbath. Proper good, really emphasises on it, right? You know Sabbath when you hear it, but yeah, he needs to expand his horizons a bit for the next record. I'm not going to be pleased. Like a heavy as hell bum 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 bum. Is it Communication Breakdown? Like a really heavy variation of that. Sounds proper like that, doesn't it? Where's Jimmy Page at? Yeah, comments down below. What was the relationship between Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath? What was coming out at what time? And were they influenced by each other? Were they influenced by the same music? Let me know. Bassist is mean right now. Ba-na-na-no. Bo-no-no. Come on. Yo, right, so that was the last tune off of Master of Reality entitled Into the Void. It may or may not blend into a tune called Master Reality. Who knows? But that was quality. That was one of the best Black Sabbath songs I've heard. The intro riff, which continues on for a little bit throughout the song, is heavy as hell. The mid-tempo one, and then we had the skanker. We had like an up-tempo punk skank of a bloody riff, mate. That was good. So I'm gonna sign out after that one. I enjoyed that one. Peace, one love, people. You've been listening to Des King of the Pit TV. I just listened to the entire Master of Reality record. I've never heard any of that in my entire life. What do you rate this record? Is there any better Black Sabbath records? Let me know. I'm starting to get this band a little bit now. Quality. One love, people.